Hey, howdy everybody, David here. This is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown, and this is for the Fighter Archetype, the Eldritch Knight. And the Eldritch Knight is a really cool class because you get to cast magic and fight. So it's basically like a fighter wizard multi-class character all in one without the ridiculous headache of calculating all that multi-class stuff. So if you like casting magic and if you like getting into the fight, try the Eldritch Knight. It's really good. And there's a lot of good races that you could choose. You could, go with maybe a rock gnome that has a intelligence and constitution bonus. You could also go with the human, the half orc, maybe the mountain dwarf. But just take into consideration when you do play the Eldritch Knight, you're going to have really 3 stats to worry about instead of just your traditional damage stat like strength or dex if you're going to go with finesse and constitution. So when you play the Eldritch Knight, you're throwing the 3rd variable, which is intelligence. And intelligence is really important for you because your spell save DC and your spell attack is based off of your intelligence. So if you're going to go with a fighter Eldritch Knight and not pump anything into your intelligence, it's really not going to work out for you in the end because your to hit is going to be too low and your spell saving throw DC is not going to work out for you. So baseline fighter, this is what you get. This comes standard with any fighter that you're playing, no matter if you're going to play the champion, the Eldritch Knight, or the Battle Master. So you get all these skills from level 1 to 20, everything from fighting style, second wind, action surge, all these 7 ability score improvements, substituting feats, indomitable, extra attack, up to 4 attacks around at level 20. So you're going to get all of this stuff, plus you're going to get everything that comes with the Eldritch Knight. And the Eldritch Knight, like I said, the big perk for the Eldritch Knight is casting wizard magic. And you can see here the spell casting it's straightforward. You don't have to worry about a spell book. You don't have to worry about a daily pool of spells memorized like the druid, the cleric, or the wizard. You just know a certain amount of spells. You know a certain amount of cantrips, and then you cast those amount per day depending on what level you are. So take for instance, when you do start at level 3, you're going to get 2 cantrips of your choice, and then you're going to get at level 10 you're going to get a 3rd cantrip. And like I said, you don't have to put those in a spell book. You just know those and can cast them at free will, without expending a daily spell slot. So like I said, your spell slots, starting at level 3, you're going to get 2 first level spells to cast, and it does go up. So by the time you're level 20, you're going to get 4 first level, 3 second, 3 third, and 1 fourth. Pretty cool for a hybrid type of multi-class. Really nice, and it will go up. Not every level, but it will go up. So the spell known. The last thing is these are the amount of spells known. So a total of 3 first level spells. Now, a lot of people get confused on this, spells known per level. It's not. It's total spells known. So whenever you are, say you're level 20, you know a total of 13 spells between 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th level. And then out of those 13 spells, you can cast them 4 first level spells, 3 second, 3 third, and 1 fourth. So a little bit of micromanaging there, but not like having a daily pool of memorized spells. This is so much better. Spells known. I wish they would have done this for all of the classes. It just makes things so much easier for players, especially for new players that are just getting into casting. So I do like the spells known mechanic. And also, whenever you do learn your spells, you have to use abjuration or evocation spells from the wizard list. Now, there are a few levels that you'll get to choose anything you want. So, and plus you can change spells around as long as it's within your spell level range. And then the last thing about spell casting, guys, is like what I was talking about with intelligence. You have to, if you're playing an Eldritch Knight, you almost have to beef up your intelligence to make it manageable to cast magic and hit and for them to fail saving throws. So your spellcasting ability, like I said, is intelligence. So your spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligent modifier. Really important, guys. And then your spell attack modifier is your proficiency bonus and int modifier. So the higher you go up, obviously your proficiency bonus is going to raise automatically. But important to put points into intelligence. So, going with that rock gnome might help you out. So there you go. That's what you get for the spells. Now, whenever you choose your, like I said, you get everything for the baseline fighter level 1 through 20 already. So at level 3, you're going to get this class feature called Weapon Bond. So at level 3, you're going to learn a ritual that creates a magical bond between yourself and one item. It can be a normal weapon. It can be a magic item. It can be any kind of magic weapon that you want or normal weapon. And when you perform the ritual over the course of an hour, which can be done during a short rest, which is an hour, the weapon's got to be within your reach throughout the ritual, and at the conclusion of which you touch the weapon and forge the bond. And what is this bond, you ask? Well, once the weapon's bonded to yourself, you cannot be disarmed of that weapon if you're wielding it, unless you are incapacitated, basically unconscious, or incapacitated, the condition. So if it is on the same plane of existence, you can summon this weapon as a bonus action on your turn, causing it to teleport instantly to your hand. How freaking cool is that? And the good thing is about Weapon Bond, you can have two weapons bonded. So if you're a 2-weapon fighter, Eldritch Knight, then you can have both of your weapons bonded, but you can only summon one per round. So, which is actually still pretty awesome. So that's level 3 Weapon Bond. Now, at level 7, you're going to get War Magic. And what War Magic is when you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. So if you do take, I think Firebolt is a evocation spell. If you do take that, you can use War Magic to use your action to cast that cantrip, and then you can run up, and then you can bash and use your attack, because you're going to get one weapon attack also. Really cool. War Magic is actually really cool. You can, cast whatever you want to cast. Any kind of cantrip you want to cast, you can do that, and then make one weapon attack. Really nice. That's War Magic. You get that at level 7. Now, level 10 is called Elderts Strike, and you learn how to make your weapon strikes undercut a creature's resistance to your spells. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, that creature has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes against a spell you cast before the end of your next turn. So, to put this in the layman's terms for you, this is a passive effect. So when you hit something with your weapon, it drops the resistance. And up to the end of your next turn, if you do use your War Magic, you can cast that cantrip, if it has a saving throw. Anything that has, a saving throw, it will have disadvantage on the check. A lot of the cantrips probably don't have saving throws for cantrips, but you'll still have, probably the majority of the time, have to do an attack roll. But if you just blast out like a fireball or something like that, a level 3 fireball, then they'll get disadvantage on that dexterity check roll. So Eldritch Strike is actually really nice, and it's a passive. And you don't have to get any kind of rest. It just works every time, which is really great. So level 15, you're going to get Arcane Charge, and at level 15, you gain the ability to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see when you use your action surge. And you can teleport before or after the additional action. So the good thing is you can teleport, but the bad thing is you have to use action surge. You just can't teleport, which I actually kind of like the way it is with action surge, because you can get in there, you can finish off a creature, and if there's another creature that's engaged with, maybe say the cleric or a wizard or the rogue, you can use your action surge, you can teleport that 30 feet as long as it's in that unoccupied space, and you can see the space where you're going to go, and then with your action surge you get your other attack. So you take the attack action again, teleport, attack, And to turn, oh, so good. Arcane Charge is actually really nice. So that's at level 15. And then lastly, which is really nice also, is improved war magic. So whenever you got basic war magic early on, that meant that you could cast a cantrip and get one weapon attack. But now at level 18, when you use your action to cast a spell, you can cast any spell. It doesn't have to be a cantrip anymore. So now you're with the big boys and you can cast that Chain Lightning. You can cast that Meteor Storm. Anything you want to cast, you cast, and then you can still get one weapon attack as a bonus action. Really cool. Really cool stuff for the Eldritch Knight. I think they really did a great job on the mechanics. So that's everything that you get with the Eldritch Knight. And if you guys want to try out an Eldritch Knight, I've got character sheets in a 3-page PDF format on my website. The link will be down below. So if you want to try level 1 through level 20 Eldritch Knight, feel free to check them out, download them, and take them to your game. So there's over 840 character sheets at your disposal to use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the video, like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you later, and my name is David. Peace out, everybody.